down. Slow down.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, you should totally subscribe down below. So in this week's video, I'm going to be doing a requested video from you guys, and it is my regular makeup routine. So I changed up a little bit of my routine from my last video that I did. I'm going to be updating you guys on what I do different. But if you guys like to watch that, I will have a link up in the corner for the information button, or I will have it down below so you guys can go and watch that. Without further ado, let's get on to the video. First thing I'm going to do for my makeup routine is to brush the hair out of my face. Then I'm going to take a makeup wipe. So this one is actually from like Target or somewhere. So I'm going to be taking off my makeup. So once I have all the makeup off my face, I'm going to be taking my Dream Velvet Maybelline, not concealer, foundation, and I'm going to be applying it with my sponge. And I like to squeeze it on the palm of my hand, or not the palm, the back of my hand. And I just do little dabs all over my face. That way I can blend it in better. Trying to cover up all the redness and stuff. Make sure to blend it into the neck. So I just kind of dab it all over my face, making sure it's all blended in. Once I've blended it all over my face, then I go into my concealer, and I've used the same concealer for the longest time. This is the Fit Me concealer in the shade Fair, and so I'm going to be applying this. It's under my eyes, over my eyes, and on other areas. Then I'm going to be taking the same brush and then blending it into my skin. The same sponge. Did I say brush? And I make very weird faces when I do my makeup, so I am very sorry. So now that I have all that done, I'm going to take my brush, because it doesn't have a brand on it, but I'm going to take this and kind of blend in my makeup just in case I didn't get a spot. Just to make sure I got full coverage. Once I've done that, I'm then going to be doing my eyes. So taking my L'Oreal LA palette, which you saw from my August favorites, or if you haven't seen it, the information icon will be somewhere around here, so you can click on that, or I will have a link down below in the description box. So I know it comes with a brush, but I'm actually going to be using my very own e.l.f. brush. It seems to be proven very helpful for me. And so I'm going to be using the tone right here, the very third one. Almost like a nude color, but I really like it. I'm going to be applying this to just my whole eyelid. So once I have that all blended in to my eyelids and stuff, I'm going to be then taking my L'Oreal palette again, and then the very lightest, shiniest, it is right here in this one. And then I will be taking the brush that it comes with, and I'm going to be using this end right here, the kind of like spongy part of the two-sided brush. And I'm going to be lightly dabbing it and putting it in the very corner of my eye, making me look more awake, which is always a good thing. And no, I'm not a pro at this. I'm like not the best. But this is just how I do it. You guys can modify it and do it your way whenever you want. So now that I got that, then I'm going to be taking another no-named brand brush, and I'm going to be spreading my eyeshadow around and making sure it is all blended out. I'm going to be taking the very dark brown kind of color and putting it at the very edge of my eyelid, just to make sure that I have more color variation. I'm also going to be using my e.l.f. brush to do so. And it's okay if it looks messy now. I'm going to go ahead and fix it in a little bit. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking my no brand kind of brush. So what I'm doing is that I am making sure my eyeshadow is all blended in and fit well with my eyes. I'm gonna bring it down towards my bottom lid just a little bit. Now I am officially done with the L'Oreal palette. I will be taking this really old e.l.f. palette that I've had for a couple of years. The brush is literally in half. What I'm going to be doing is, the only color I use in this palette is this black one right here. Whenever I try to use eyeliner, it always goes wrong. So instead of using that, I complement it with this black eyeshadow. I'm going to be putting it at the very bottom of my eyelid. And I don't tend to use a whole lot. After I do my bottom lid, I'm then again going to go over and do the very, very bottom of my top lid. Then I'm just going to go in and using my fluffy brush that does not have a brand, I'm just going to go back and just kind of make sure it's all blended. And I kind of like to spread out the black eyeshadow a little bit. So then I move on to bronzer, and so I have both my e.l.f. bronzer and my e.l.f. brush to help me do so. And for this, I'm going to be using the very lightest shade. I'm going to be putting it right by my ear and right below my cheekbone. And also doing it on my forehead and making a sort of like 3 on my face. And then once I do that, I'm going to go back over with my e.l.f. translucent powder with also my unknown brand brush. And I'm going to mostly put the powder on my oiliest spots, which is like mostly my T-zone right here. Lightly going over my eyes. Finally, I'm moving on to the second to last thing I have to do, which is my mascara, and this is the Lash Splash Fusion from Maybelline. I'm going to be applying this to the top of my lashes and the bottom. And what I like to do is just take my eyelashes and kind of blink on the brush. That way it coats them in mascara. And then for the bottom, I just kind of brush down on my lashes. Now that I've done that, this is my very last thing before I go back and do a few touch-ups. So I'm going to be using this little spoolie that I got from Target from the e.l.f. section, and I'm going to be using this to help me do my eyebrows. So now that I've done all that, usually this is the time where I go back and put a little bit more on if I need to, or just touch up a few things. And I'm all set. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you guys liked it and would like to see more makeup routines and stuff like that. Also, please don't feel afraid of the comment section down below, so you guys can comment your thoughts and ideas or any upcoming videos that you guys would like to see from me. I would love to hear from you guys, and I will see you guys all next week. Bye!